What's going on, everybody? Jaye the Black here. I am back with another video. Everybody should stop what they're doing right now. Make sure you go subscribe to Jaye the Black live streams too. I will be going live there primarily. It's a slow process, but I will be making it permanent from here on out. So make sure y'all subscribe to Jaye the Black live streams too. So you're already there. Click that notification bell. Okay, hopefully you follow me on all the social media as well to get notifications, especially Twitter. I get those notifications go to Twitter extremely quickly. So you might want to be there too, because I know a lot of y'all on Twitter. Y'all probably don't want me seeing your pages because you probably are not speaking your truth. You're not living your truths. You know? Anyway, I want to talk about this whole Drake and LaLa going on a date. And looking at this situation, I actually had recorded audio before this, but I had to go back and reassess it and do a little more research before I actually put this video out, because that's what I do. I make sure I put things out as accurately as possible so none of y'all can say I'm lying, okay? And apparently, the reason why LaLa was on a date with him and why she was in New Orleans with him is because he's shooting the In My Feelings video. Okay, and I just want to say that Drake has been very visible since that whole Pusha T beef. I'm gonna tell you what Pusha T did in that whole beef, and just say this is a side note. Pusha T made Drake come out of hermit status, you know, out of seclusion, and that's what happens when you have a diss record that's scathing about you. When you have no comeback for it. Even more so than his other albums, you know, this is the album where he's been the most visible, okay? Because if you can't outcompete somebody, you'll just try to outshine them. But be that as it may, he's doing the In My Feelings video, and he made her, I believe, the star of the video. She's Kiki, right? So they're at this particular restaurant where they were spotted together, and it's just him and her, but it's a bunch of security. And my thing is this: you got all these people in who are starstruck. I want to know, why didn't you go to a restaurant that was a little bit probably more upscale, because it looked like they went to like a sports bar, or you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, and where you would be, you know, less, you know, seen. You went to a very public place where a lot of your fans, the crazy thing is a lot of people was waiting for them outside. So obviously somebody must have tweeted and posted about them being there by themselves together, just them and security. No friends, no other people from the shoot, from the video there, just them. And LaLa had a very odd look on her face. She had this damn I'm about to get caught look, you know. There was a female that, because I guess, you know, LaLa's supposed to be the Kiki in the video, right? There was a female, there's two different videos. There's a video from outside and there are videos from inside. One female called her, she was like, "Hey Kiki." LaLa gave her the look of death. And y'all know what I'm talking about Carmelo Anthony's wife. LaLa gave this woman the look of death, okay? LaLa wasn't smiling. She did not look like she was in the best of moods. It was almost like she did not want people to know that she was out with Drake. But Drake wanted everybody to know he was out with her. And that's one thing I want to know about your wife, Carmelo. Why is it, Carmelo, that your wife allows herself to be paraded by other men? You got 50 Cent having her on his show Power, topless, having sex scenes. And here you got Drake, who made her the star of his video, okay? And he's parading her in the place. You got Drake walking around, looking around like, "Yeah, I'm Drake. Guess who I'm with?" And it's like, you could tell she looked uncomfortable. This didn't look like no business meeting to me. Now you got all these people who want to make all these excuses talking about, well, she's doing a video with him and they're just having a business meeting. If you've already shot the video, what other business meeting could you be having? It's just you and her and a bunch of security. So either they were at a restaurant in the hood, because there was a lot of Negroes there, let's just be real, and that's why they had because they had a lot of security. You know, Drake stayed with the security. But that whole thing looked awkward. It was like Drake was trying to be seen and LaLa wasn't trying to be seen. Now, we've heard about Carmelo cheating and having the child out of wedlock, and people use that against him. LaLa probably does as well, even though there were rumors before that of her cheating with Mano. Okay, she never really denied it, just played it off like she didn't know what people were talking about. But in this situation, man, the look on her face said it all. And I'm very good at reading body language, and it looked to me like she was trying not to be seen, but Drake was, because Drake don't care about her. That's why you got Kevin Garnett talking about how she tasted like, what do you call it, honey nut Cheerios. Cause they don't respect you, Carmelo, man. Listen, man. A lot of these dudes don't respect you, bro. That's why they are around your wife. They have your wife in their TV shows topless doing sex scenes, and you have to sit there and watch because your wife is an attention chaser. She's trying to get on by any means, man. This is why that she's out looking uncomfortable, not smiling. You know, and you know what's crazy is that they left together. From my understanding, they did not leave separately. They all were in a straight line going straight to the car. They both left together. They didn't leave separately. So either LaLa and Carmelo have split up privately, but publicly they're still together, they're still married, even though you never really see them together anymore. Or she really did not want to be seen and did not want people to know that she be out here doing dinner dates with rappers. Because I would have never made this video if I hadn't seen her body language and how she was and how she didn't speak to anybody. You know, it just looked very awkward. Drake was definitely trying to be seen. He didn't care that he's walking around with your wife. There's no friends around. There's nobody else from the video. It was just them two. And they left together. That lets you know everything you need to know about that particular situation. And you see, you're going to have a lot of people who are going to defend LaLa and say that it was about business. What business? They already did a music video together. What other business could they be talking about? You see, this is how Drake operates. He's always chasing behind somebody's sloppy seconds. I mean, his baby's mother's a porn star, for crying out loud. You know, he's the type to try to holler at your girlfriend or wife if he thinks something that y'all having trouble or issues. You know what I'm saying? He's that type of guy. He's that type of beta male to go out there and holler at other men's girlfriends or babies' mamas because they don't know how to go and get chicks on their own. Let's look at the chicks that he's with. He surrounds himself with thizots. He surrounds himself with thirsty IG models or chicks trying to get on the entertainment industry. That's the type of women he surrounds himself with. And that's how he gets caught up. This is why multiple women have been trying but have put him on blast. But the reason why it gets drowned out is because he has such a big bandwagon of people who are willing to cape for him. Grown men, especially, willing to cape for Drake. He does no wrong. That's why they're talking about numbers instead of the fact that he was unable to win this beef with Pusha T. Now, from LaLa's perspective, I think that LaLa should have calculated better. If you want to go on a date with this guy, Drake, you need to go somewhere where you ain't going to be seen. Because you obviously did not want to be seen in the videos that I saw. You looked uncomfortable and you didn't smile. That doesn't look like no business meeting to me. It looked to me like he was shooting his shot and you was listening. And I didn't see you leave separately. It looked like you left together. And Carmelo is having to see this shit from afar. Yeah, dude, that's your wife. Not only that, his wife is older than him. So I think that LaLa has always thought she was more intelligent than him. She probably is. She's able to run circles around him. That's why when he had that kid out of wedlock, and let's say she didn't know about it, that's why her feelings was hurt, because she actually did thought she could control him. She actually did thought that she can keep him from cheating on her. And when that situation came up with her, with allegations of her messing around, she never denied it. She never denied. She just played off like she didn't know what people were talking about. That lets you know everything you need to know about LaLa. The fact that she's on Power, topless, having sex scenes, and her husband has to sit there and watch. Now, mind, this guy's in the NBA. And he has to watch his wife, who's older than him, on TV having sex scenes. And he has to sleep next to this woman every night. And the reason why she did that is because she doesn't respect Carmelo. She doesn't. She sees him as a kid. And that's when they started dating. He was barely in the NBA when they started dating. I think he was in the NBA for maybe a year before they started dating. Because she felt like she could control that situation. Now, they have been together for a long time since, and maybe she has been a good wife to him. But why are you going on dates with Drake and people want to talk about his business? But the business was already concluded. If the business was already concluded, why are y'all on a date again? You gotta think about that. But I know some of y'all don't have any logic, don't have any common sense, and you're gonna make excuses for everything Drake does, and you're gonna make excuses for everything that LaLa does. You're gonna point out the fact that Carmelo cheated, but there were rumors that she did as well. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if she done had a plethora of side dudes, a plethora of men that she done dealt with. Now, y'all got to remember, this guy only left Denver because she wanted to go to New York. She wanted to move to New York because she wanted a reality show. And it's no coincidence that once he was traded to New York, she got a reality show, because that's what she wanted. She wanted that to happen. She wants to be a celebrity. She wants to be a star. Go look at that first season of her reality show. That's how thirsty she is to get in the industry, man. And never underestimate a thirsty woman's will to make it. Why do you think you have so many women, once they reach a certain age, they want to divorce their husbands? Because they still want to get back in the dating market, and they think they can do better. They think they can do better than the guy that they were with. They want to be able to go out and live a single life, while the ex-husband is paying the bills. That's what they want. They'll have you take care of them while they're young, while they don't know much, while they're raising the kids, or, well, partly raising the kids because they got nannies and everybody else to help them. But once that they no longer have that responsibility, when they realize that they've been with you long enough to get a fat walkaway check, and they can also get the house, that's when they divorce you. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts.